Hey friends, it's me and Mr. Tiki here. Mr. Tiki. I had to do a video with this amazingness behind me because, I mean, come on, why not? I love this topic. The title of this is Don't Believe Everything You Think. Tricky, don't believe everything you think. So, I did a video yesterday on body image and self-love and the way that we talk to ourselves. And this came up yesterday and then also with my friend this morning at coffee, my friend Rachel. And what I wanted to touch on from yesterday's video with my friend Charlene is this idea that these thoughts that we have about ourselves, these thoughts of negative self-talk and criticism. Jessica likes the tiki, I can tell. She's on here. So this negative self-talk, this negative criticism that our inner chatter, right? The monkey mind is continuously feeding us these negative thoughts about ourselves, and it's our job to sort of overcome or to not attach to these thoughts. And I love this idea that these thoughts are universal. This is just the mind. These are just the thoughts like coming from our society, coming from our societal conditioning. And that we do not have to connect with them. We do not have to actually latch on to them. We can just let them pass through us and realize that it is truly just a universal thought. It's not my thought. The thought isn't me, right? The thought isn't about me. It's literally just what has, what is passing through the mind in that moment. Because yesterday talking about our body, even from a woman who, like me, who has a lot of self-love, and I've done a lot of the work or whatever you want to call it, I still have these thoughts about myself sometimes, and I'm like, where did that come from? It's almost like it just sneaks its way in, you know? And I know that I don't actually feel that way about myself, but the thoughts will continue to come, and I'm realizing it's this idea of these universal thoughts from our world, right? Like these ideas are everywhere, how we should be, from the, billboards or the ads on the bus stop, or these, we keep seeing images of these bodies that we're supposed to look like, and naturally these thoughts come in, and they're just there to try to get us to attach to them so it can take us down this rabbit hole of not feeling enough, right? Not feeling like we are more than just the thought. And we are so much more than just the thought. And the trick is not attaching to the thought and realizing that it's not actually your thought or about you. And what my friend Rachel today talked about, which I love, she called them ANTS. She calls them ANTS, automatic negative thoughts. And if you just know that these ants are going to come crawling in and they're going to be around you and they're going to be on you, these automatic negative thoughts, our job is just to see that that's all they are, these little ants, and our job is to squish them. Squish the ants. I think it's just the cutest little analogy, even though it's killing something. But anyways, so when we have these little negative thoughts that come in, we can realize, oh, this is just a little ant. This isn't actually me. This is just one of those little pesky critters that I need to squash. And when we squash them, we let go of the thought. We unattach from it. We realize it's not about us. We let it go. We let it pass through just as quickly as it came. It can leave us. And then in my video yesterday, we talked about replacing it with a thought of love, like a thought of compassion and a thought of grace and a thought of self-love, and that's an awesome practice as well. That's what I do, is like immediately if I'm thinking something negative, I will tell myself I love myself automatically. I know I've talked about this before, but it is crucial because the world continues to tell us all the time that we should be something else, that we're not enough how we are, that we should be thinner, that we should be smoother, that we should be, I don't know, all the things, right? It's continuous. The outside world is continuously there to take us away from ourselves and take us out of our center. And so I love these little tips, like calling them ants, replacing them with a more positive thought. Like if I have a thought about, something that I perceive as wrong with me or wrong with my body, I will immediately give that love, like something on my leg. And it's like, okay, no, I'm so grateful for these legs that allow me to walk and move and get to where I need to go. Something, right? Just flipping it into something more positive. So I love this. Squishing the ants, knowing that they're going to continue to be there, right? Knowing that you can't actually just like completely get them away from you. It's just the mind. It's how the mind works. It's so funny that I'm not going to go into that. I just got a phone call that I declined. Anyways, this is how the world works. The little ants, the little automatic negative thoughts are going to continue to crawl on us because we are in this world, right? We live in this world. So they're going to continue to crawl on us. And if we can just look at them as such, realize they aren't us, give them a little squish, flip them into something, squish them, flip them into something better, more positive about yourself. It's like these little tiny things that we do day in and day out that are so productive and valuable to start flipping this inner script so that we can start being more kind to ourselves and all the, mushy gushy self-love stuff that is out there. So that's it. That's it for today. Let the thoughts pass through you. Let the ants go. Know that they aren't you. Squish those little guys. Just give them a squish. Maybe I had a little bit too much coffee today. I'm feeling really intense. This is what happens. I do not need coffee, so I don't know why I'm drinking it. Anyways, that's it for today. Squish the ants, you guys. All right? I'll see you tomorrow.